seems I brought the rain back with me to Turks and Caicos from England. I've been home for like 3 or 4 days. I've just been trying to like get back into the rhythm of things. I've been traveling for like 2 months, so I think I've just been craving like a little bit of routine. I don't know, when you're on vacation, not vacation, but when you're traveling and you're outside of like your norm, sometimes you start craving like those simple things like waking up in the same place every day, not having to pack or unpack or do any of that stuff. So it's been kind of nice to just like settle back into like life and like a slower pace of life. You know, just having a little bit of routine has been really nice. I miss traveling a lot. I've been reflecting a lot this past week or so. Even when I was in England, I was reflecting a lot about just how great my journey was and how great my trip was. I've also been like editing all of my footage from the past month basically. So I have 2 months of footage that I have to basically go through, and those vlogs are out now by the time you're seeing this one. It's really nice to be home though. It's nice to be back in familiar surroundings, and it's nice to be around my baby girl Ellie again, my puppy. She's grown so much in the past 2 months, so it's just like us getting to know each other again, but like on her like more mature level, which is really interesting. But animal energy is so healing, and it's so important to me, and I can just tell that my energy is just so much clearer and happy and balanced with her around. Yeah, so today's been all about like routine, so I'm just trying to like get into the rhythm of taking care of myself and doing those small little things that just make me feel good. I'm starting to look for work, so like a summer job for myself so I can earn some income this summer. I think I'm trying to save up some money so that I can go traveling again, because I think that's where like my heart is lying, and it's kind of like what's calling me at the moment. I'm craving it again. I'm craving it, and it's been like a week, and I just like I'm ready to go all over again. My mind is definitely on the idea of traveling again and going somewhere new. Yeah, I just really liked the person that I've become even after this one trip to Costa Rica, this one first like solo travel. I just really like who I've become in that time, and I think it's all just positive change and it's all growth, and I just want to keep building on that. So yeah, for me, I think that's kind of where my head's at, and where my goals are kind of aligning at the moment. I was thinking to myself like a couple days ago actually that I wanted, before I started filming this vlog basically, that I kind of wanted to take a break from vlogging and I was going to stop. But I've actually been editing the Costa Rica vlogs and seeing my progression and all of that. I think I've just been like super hard on myself because like cinematically and like production wise, I'm not super happy with the growth of my vlogs. I feel like they haven't really gotten much better. Like I initially started doing vlogs and this channel because I wanted to grow as a photographer and videographer, especially as a videographer. I feel like for making videos and content like this, you have to keep doing it in order to get better. It's not something that you can't do without practicing. So like that was the initial goal of this channel, was to just practice and to let me edit something consistently, because I really like editing, and editing is another thing that like you're not going to get better at it unless you keep doing it and you keep being like pushed to do different stuff and different footage and different everything. I was starting to feel like I wasn't really progressing, but I think that I wasn't progressing in that category, but also I think a lot of other good things are coming out of me vlogging my thoughts and just being able to kind of self-reflect. And I think that's just as equally as important. Like maybe it's not just all about being better at things from a production and technical standpoint. Maybe this is good for me because I feel like I have some sort of archive to my life and to my 20s, and it's kind of special that way. It's kind of like a journal. Like I journal a lot. I've been journaling pretty much throughout my adolescence into my 20s, and it's something that's like super important to me. I don't necessarily journal anything super deep or profound. It's kind of just a way for me to work through issues that I'm having with myself and in my head, and ways to again self-reflect. I find the best thing about journaling is that usually when you record your thoughts and then you go back and look at them a couple weeks or even a couple days later, you get to reflect on how you're feeling, and you get a lot of gratification, because usually if you're feeling maybe sad that day and then you go back and read it again, you actually have a completely different mindset, and it makes you feel like you're constantly changing and that you are evolving, and that things don't always stay the same. Things never really stay the same. Things are always changing, especially inside of us. So that's why I like journaling so much, and I guess that's kind of translating into my vlogs as well. I think my mindset is changing constantly, and me coming on here and speaking to you guys about any of those things is actually really helping me as well. So I guess I just want to say thanks for listening. I'm gonna keep going, basically, is the premise of this blurb and of me talking, is that I was gonna give up and I was gonna stop, but I do put a lot of pressure on myself to make things like the absolute best that they can be, and I'm a little bit of a perfectionist, and I definitely compare myself to other people that are like my peers or people that I'm friends with that are like doing similar things, and it just all feels a little bit competitive sometimes. But I also just want to put myself into my own kind of category and my own race. I'm not against other people, I'm only against myself. I've been gremlining out, so gremlin, I'm gonna call it gremlin mode, which is the edit mode, and it's been kind of nice because the weather is really bad. It's not really bad, but it's definitely like windy and kind of rainy this week. We're due for some bad weather for pretty much the entire week. So it's kind of forcing me to stay in my house and edit, which is kind of nice. Hopefully next week it's going to clear up, because I am also really itching to get back out there and film and shoot. I've just gotten a bunch of new equipment in my 2 months that I've been away from Turks, so I'm like itching to use all of it here.